The sound of silence, planes, dogs, life, low. Whether you're new in coming here, or if you are joining me regularly every week here. Hey Sharon, hey EJ, hey Michelle, good morning, hey Lisa, hey Bethy, hey other Lisa, morning Ebony, hey Kerry, hey Jade, hello darling. Souls, just blending energies in. It takes me a moment to tune in the antenna receiver through into the human, to just take a moment. And now we have the birds joining us. I'll be back in a second. Silence and space. Imagine if someone come on and there's an empty video. Where's she gone? She had to close the doors. She forgot. Time just sort of shifted. She felt that she had a little bit of time of doing some other things. And hey Sarah Lou, hey Becky, hey Wendy. Yeah, and the birds too, hey? So, it's really heavy. It's really heavy coming on today. It's really heavy energies. Throat clearing has started already. Okay, lots of activity, lots of energies are really pushing to talk and bring through and share. And it's already 5 minutes in. So I really am needing to really bring my focus in of so much happening. So many energies going on just in 1 week alone has been huge, humongous. What has been happening? 33. It's pretty good. Thank you, Patricia. Hey, Matthew. Hey, Tanya. Hey, people that we say, hey, fam. And I say that lightly because we need to be our own warrior family selves within ourselves to then resonate with others. So I sort of say tribe, yet I say it loosely and lightly, and say spiritual family. I do say it, but when I say that, I just said but for a reason. It's because we need to not look for others to fill that void. We need to fill our own voids and then come together with others that we can bounce and resonate with to find our own answers. And these are new super master, and the word class does come in, yet not in a structured way. Energetically, the words I choose very carefully. Super masterclass weekly lives from here on. I am shifting levels and rungs higher, and those of you who feel this deeply to your core are amazing. We can use many labels that have been utilised before: way showers, way seers, trailblazers, pioneers, all of that. Yet we are a brand new platform coming up of deeper than what's already out there. The below the iceberg energies, BTE, below the iceberg energies of those of you. Here we go, it's a big shift already, it's very quick. You know, because you're here. You. Thank you for thanking me, Carrie. I'm still grounding and coming in. Hey, Vicky, great to see you here. Morning, Colleen, beautiful. Hi, Deanna. Hey, Carrie. There's many Carries. My French brother. Beautiful to see you here. Love back to you. Let's take a moment to breathe, a big collective sigh. And being right here in the space with everything that's going on around the world, pull back, pull back, pull back. Follow what you are guided to do as far as anything happening in rallies or whatever around the world. You do what you are guided with your role and mission. Always come from a peaceful space of sharing the light. Consciousness, and our consciousness is what will bring us through. I'm all about consciousness, or what came through about being super conscious, and it's taking a little while to grow into that. In being new, ascending earth masters and mastering ourselves of know thyself. That's what I'm all about. And you don't have to be into the big spiritual terms and stuff to even understand these basic words I'm saying. I'm bringing through something different without the big spiritual terms, words and labels, in no judgment or anything. I come from a purely divine loving space of all and everybody. But it's time for us to rise and shine. The freaks masters, you know. We are different. We need to be different. We need to be more verbal, and we need to voice more within ourselves firstly. We have power within ourselves. We have the ability to not move from where you are right now, at home, wherever you are, to be consciously aware within yourself is your superpower. You can do this silently that way as well. Please be aware of the rabbit holes. So many. Bless all of you that are pushing through energies for different causes. Please remember, don't go down the rabbit holes, because what's down there is also a mixture of darker energies, and it may not be your role to go down that rabbit hole if it's doing your head in and you're not coming into your body and you're getting confused and you feel it. Pull back. When I speak and share these words, these are new and firstly for the planet. If you know what I'm saying, take a breath, allow. You're in this sacred space. I am choosing. I know you know this. Remember, when I share, it's for an energetic reason. It's about you, and it's a mirror, and it's a healing. Yet I need to say it as I and me, and that's why I've copped a lot of flack and shit from jealousy and egos, because I am transmuting for all. And so when people attack me, they're really attacking themselves. And because I'm very sensitive and empathic, boy, that's been a hard journey to learn that one. And you too. And the biggest gift is me showing up and being me with you all. You've all loved it. For me not to change, to swear, to have my herbal cigarettes, to do whatever, to be that raw, real and authentic is what's working lightly. This is what is helping each of you, saying to me about the raw and realness is what's helping. You're welcome, Lisa. It was intense. So I've committed into a divine service till the 21st of December, and so I came kicking and screaming at first. You know I'm talking lightly, and I went, fuck it, these are going to be fuck it videos, and then I'm going to do them my way. I'm going to just, I just have to bring in this ebb and flow, my craziness within myself of I don't care if I pull my head back and guffaw and laugh, and I'm very loud, I'm very passionate, and then at times and I'll be like a little girl, and then I'll be strong, and I watch myself and I go, you know, I was trying means failure with success, to fit into being, I'm on video, people are watching me, so you know, you get this little bit of you people are looking for that, you know, and that strength and whatever. And then, you know, I just went, oh, fuck it. Oh, my God. I want to be like a kid sometimes. And then as I say, don't fuck with me when I know my stuff. Oh, no, I'll wipe the floor with anybody with that energy. Not people, energy. So because I blend and weave, and what people do is they mistake what they call our weakness, our softness and our gentleness. But that's our fucking goddamn strength. That's our strength. Thank you, birds. Rise, rise, rise. The sooner that you rise within yourself, I have a lot of messages. I have written. I recently asked publicly, so I'm surprised what's coming through. I've shared before, we've got multi facets of ourselves. If you just, we really, supermasters, we really need to slow down more and create that self-isolation energy within ourselves to process, to allow ourselves process of above and below, spirit and soul, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You can create that. Nobody has an excuse, I don't have time. There is nothing more important for you than that time for you to process for yourself and stop abusing yourself. Is one of the biggest messages that just came through in the last 2 days, of a vision of many of us feel or put ourselves in a box with our head. The head and the thoughts are really ruling everyone, and not being able to come into one's body and making that choice to be here because of the pain, people not wanting to feel the pain and feel their emotions. There is no room to go. This is crunch time now. It's us taking off. These are not just words I'm saying. It is time for the doing and the being of the knowing, and bring that in now. Have faith and trust in yourself. What a lot of people, some are aware and some are not. They're putting themselves in a box, and it's a bit dark in there, and then they're also getting a stick and beating that box and scaring the shit out of themselves and giving themselves a hard time. Now, that vision came through in a live video about addictions that I did with Marilyn Biggers. Thank you, Marilyn. Marilyn will be putting together a series of different souls that have had addictions, that have worked through them. Some are midway, and how they dealt with that. So bless you and thank you for that series, Marilyn, and you're welcome, and it's such a pleasure to, as Marilyn wrote, we're co-creating new platforms together, bringing through more realness. We've seen all the other stuff that's starting to turn into spiritual bullshit, and that's no judgment. We're starting to see that others are struggling more, or if you don't know, realize how far you've come, how good you are doing compared to others. Keeping yourself too low is a big thing that we've been doing. Morning, Rhonda. Jennifer, big shift. Hi, Tarika. Marie-Louise. Ah, our beautiful New Zealand. Oh, do I love my New Zealand brothers and sisters. New Zealand, very much I do. So it's interesting, Sharon, you're saying you've had massive clearings and crying old stuff you thought you dealt with. There's the thoughts. Was not finished, feelings of being not worthy, fear of abandonment, caught me by surprise, worked through it, maybe there's more. This is what this is about. Okay, thank you for saying that, Sharon, bless sister. Is what you just described, someone else has also described recently, not wanting to be here, those feelings of very similar to what I just spoke there about worthy and fear and abandonment. You are shifting for generations, Sharon. That's the best that you're missing for, okay? That's the bigger piece. It is, you are doing it and feeling it for generation, because the buck stops with us and stops right here. Don't worry about the others. Don't look at the others. Focus on you. Keep your focus on yourself and release and surrender and let the others go. There's a bigger plan going on. Let it play out. You're not God of all. You are creator God of yourself. You're not God of everything. So many of you beautiful master souls are taking on the world energies. Who asked you to? I laugh because I ask myself this. Who fucking asked you? Who asked you to take all that on? It's too big for you. And every time I speak is because I've hung shit on myself first and I've done it first. That's how I know to have fun with it and lighten up. Isolated Tricia and Victoria, yeah. Am I on fire, Tricia, really? Okay, I haven't even begun. Morning, Daniel. Hey, Kay. Deanna, Christine, I'm not sure what you meant. what you wrote there, darling. So, listen, the truth is many of you, and I need to share this with you because when I shared it with another person yesterday, they went, thank you so much. It's nice to know I'm not the only one. Many of you are still have 3D fear. Please own it. Please don't be in denial of it and try and skip and emotionally bypass. Emotionally bypass is an Anastacia Kompos Blue Beyond Guide term that's been brought newly to the planet about emotionally bypassing. Please stop for a moment. Thanks, Bolt, my beautiful brother from France. Oh, I miss you. I miss you, by the way, brother. You've been doing other things, so have I. But always as one, united, hey? So please own the 3D fear. The sooner that you own that you still have 3D fear, the better you can transmute it, okay? I'm just tabling it. Take what you will. Be more conscious. Just be conscious of your isms. Be conscious when you're not able to ground in. Own it. Work with it. Lean to the side, as I say. Come in and just lean to the side a bit, and then you'll slowly start to allow yourself to feel some emotions safely as you get some more faith and trust in yourself. Come in and lean to the side, guys and girls. Okay? Big shift. Listen. I'm just asking, okay, you ready? Thank you. Your karmic cycle with your brother, sister, mother, father, child is over. Feel this, feel this, feel this, know this. Take it in, just take it in. Your karmic cycle, feel it resonate through you with your brother, sister, mother, father, child, and any extension from there, is over, as in old loops and connections with them, one by one, are now over. And if you're feeling into it, some are dying, some are going elsewhere, some are not resonating the same vibration you are. You've got a different purpose and heading towards another way, so you're not quite connecting with them, and you can feel they're not quite getting you. There's many different ways that these old loops are finishing. I will be bringing through on the 16th of October this year, 2020. Feel the tingles come through? I do not know till I show up, yet I've learned to faith and trust and start before I'm ready. That's my other latest tip. I will say it. Start before you are ready. I'm starting before I'm ready. I know that I've been guided and let know on the 16th of October, I will be bringing in the physical human body as a template for all of humanity, who I am, for us to embody the finishing of the karmic cycle. I don't know what that healing will involve, but it's pure and direct from source, live. I've already booked to go away. I don't do conferences and everything like others now. I do it from here to give you access, and I gift. Everything I write and share and do here at the moment, what I'm doing is a gift. They're not in books, or there are others areas that are by exchange, but the majority has been gifting, and for many years I've only recently implemented exchanges, okay? 7 years on the Blue Beyond Guide, fully gifting out, and what happens is people miss it. And I'm here to say, slow it down, because it's about all the little things. And we get back to all the little things. The energy that came in this morning that I had difficulty coming on was, I need to make a new choice to stand up and take that power and empowerment back. That's the latest. And I haven't even been able to write that. You've just heard that. So you've got to hang in there. 2222. You need to hang in there with these to get the golden nuggets and the golden keys, because I don't know what's going to come through, but I show up because I have faith and trust, and I go, fuck it, I'm going to do it my way. This is what I'm committed to, that I need to do as well, and you're showing up here with me. Bless Miriam. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Daniel. Resonating, yup, thank you. Old family connection, karma over. And what I'm bringing through Patricia with asking, what is my fear coming through? Not sure how to put eldest daughter. Is it mine or her ordeal? Do the 50-50. What's 50% mine? What's 50% hers? That's a method that I've shared before. I can't go into further now. You're not asking me to. It's about 50-50. I can just encourage, please go back and watch other lives, masters. These are ahead. Firstly, tip of the spear that has taken 4, 5, 6 years to come through. That's why I'm bringing up this series, because what's happening now, I wrote from 2014, 15, 16, I've been resharing. So I've came to a point I can no longer repeat. I was ahead to bring it through in ninth dimensional energies. Don't let your head do your head in when you're coming into fifth. Just accept it. I'm just more advanced. I am a grand master bringing through what I am to the planet and owning it. And it's okay to own it. It's taken me a long time. It just is what it is. For you to own who you are in the everyday human being divinity, that I'm just like you. I don't make out I'm untouchable. I don't make out I'm completely bulletproof. I'm here and I don't hide anything, and it's working. This is from what you're letting me know is saving lives over and over. I am constantly being let know, and I feel each one of you, and I want to say thank you for thanking me. However, I can only take that energy on as in I'm in service of the divine, and that what comes through me, and this is about you being your own savior, you rescuing you, because you are more powerful, and you're just coming into and starting to realize now. Yep, the choice, Daniel. The choice, the choice, the choice, the choice. Morning, Fiona. That's wonderful, Patricia. I'm glad you felt that. See, we're not here to pat each other on the head. We're just fucking not. I'm not here. There's no other videos like these. I'm not here to give you a pat on the head, and I don't want you to pat me on the head. We're here to support each other side by side. I honor all of you as creator gods yourselves for whatever your mission. You chose a mission to come here. You chose, it was your choice. And sometimes we just get so bogged down because it's so tough feeling the emotions. I feel you, see you, and hear all of you. I don't miss anything. You felt that, Patricia? Yeah, it's real. I really mean it. You meet me in person, I'm no fucking different. I'm identical. I'm exactly the same. Because so many are not what they're like on the videos. Again, in love and respect of their issues. There is so much anger in the spiritual community. Oh my God. It's huge. So many are suppressing anger. It's massive. Anyway, I can't do what others are doing. I can't push these videos. I can't push myself to go here, there, anywhere. I'm not able to. I'm not about advertising. I just share when people ask, and and it's been very hard and frustrating for me because I wanted to go, and but it wasn't meant to be, and I've really recently had to surrender all of that at different timelines. So please surrender all of woulda, coulda, shouldas. Please let all of that fucking go. We are in the greatest times, and I read another friend this morning wrote, I'm really tired from being in the part of the biggest changes in the world. I went, we're only just beginning. And let me share more what I wrote. So we're shifting. It takes about, we're at the 27-minute mark. Took 36 minutes the other day to shift to come in. So that's part one. And I'm just about to start part two. So I recently asked you all. See, I noticed I was getting louder then. That's my natural Greek voice. We just go into loud megaphone. And so I notice it consciously, and I just shift, take a breath in a moment, and I quiet my voice down again. And see, it's working in with me and who I am and being all of me. And I'm not afraid or too scared or too shy to share with you what I do as I'm doing, because it's working. So many now saying, I'm using the breathe to release method. And I say, yeah, I still use it in every video. Bring all that information from spirit that's so big that goes into our crown chakra with the intake of the in-breath. See that visualization. Listen to the noise of the release of the pressure valve. And release out of the body and the shoulders. Remind yourself to do that for yourself. And often, dear masters, because it really works. Feel that? Peace. That's the inner peace. You can do that anywhere, anytime. There's no such thing as reason or excuse in whatever you're doing, because the stronger you are, you will help all else from you, your children, your parents, your partners. It really is about you. We are only just starting to come into ourselves in a new way, and I can't wait to share what I got about this. We're only beginning or starting to come into the now. I know it's funny, it's a bit bizarre. Let me say it again. We are only beginning or starting to come into the now. This is the latest new energies I'm voicing to others. Karmic loops are still going on subconsciously for many. Please be aware of this. Excuse me, I'm going to clear. When people are talking, when I say about we're only starting to come to the now, when people are talking about something, this is an example, and they say, okay, let's see if we can do that later on today. If not, next week, whatever, we'll go as divinely guided. I'm now shifting it up a notch and saying, just stop with, we'll see as guided later on today, and no more. Shut up is the message as well. Shut up, shut oneself up. When we say the extra bit, and I say that in love, in a compassion, in a good way, and it's fun. And I've been pulling up masters when they're saying, I say, wait, shut up right there. Just stop that one. Don't say about, oh, we'll go as guided later. Stop and be in the now with that. That's a new energy. We are just starting to come into, hey Janice, good to see you here, into the new now. And then feel into, what are you angry with? Because there's a lot of anger. And this is the breakthrough. Many are still rebelling within themselves. See, there's a golden keys coming through. So I want to bring your attention. It's 31 minutes. Shift. So let me take a moment before I share the next bit. I'm choosing where to go from here. Just give me a second. I asked recently in comments if people preferred weekly, 2 weekly lives. I did then add, because I know what people do. People read it and then want to give me advice and guidance. I wasn't asking for guidance, but I know. And it was can you say, Spirit does a little test, if you will, to see how many were conscious and how many read where I said, and please, and that know me, it's okay, and please don't tell me as guided, whatever it is, because I will do as guided. This was for you. Everything I ask, I'm not going to ask you for advice for me. I go as guided firstly. You can't guide me. You can't give me advice when it comes to my role. That's the only person that can do that is me with the divine. I've been doing it since 1995. So anyway, so it's quite funny. And some souls wrote weekly that were tuned in, and then as you're guided, weekly as you're guided, and that was beautiful. That's different. And then some write, if you could do it weekly, 2 weekly or 1 hour at a time. No, not able to. You watch it for an hour and then go to it. It was an energy test in a way, or if you will, because it's not a negative or anything I do consciously, deliberately. It is me bringing it through, asking as guided. To then, because if I came through and I was doing it to do a conscious test on you, you'd feel that. So that's why Spirit's really clever with me. It bypasses me, and I've learned to trust. Listen to this. I got out of my own way, and I pure source energy on paper. So when I read it and see these videos back, it's the first time I'm getting the messages too. It's taken a long time to trust in source and grow into my mastership. It's taken me to be in ninth dimensional energies. I couldn't do it in fifth dimensional energies. So it's taken me a very long time to bring through what I am newly. That's why no one else can bring through what I am in linking spirit to soul. And that's how I know I've learned to have confidence, faith, and trust in myself. It took me a very long time. You won't need to go through what I did. That's why I bring these through here. Your ascension is different to mine. There's no greater, no lesser. We're equal. We're the same. Can I do it daily, Paul? You're so funny. Okay, so my energy is now, I can see an extension happening out and pushing old energies out. We're doing this together. Just see yourself 3, one in front, one path left, right, one in front. And just see energies pushing, pushing, pushing. Path in front, left and right, all together, pushing older energies. I recently shared about different, I'm going to choose my words carefully here, people. Different people that were choosing to gather in a certain area together with something that they weren't happy with. There's your disconnection, reconnection, Michelle. No coincidences with the internet going down. You know that. That's how big the disconnection was. Welcome back. Hey, Amy. I'm glad you're here too. Yes, it is about trusting ourselves. I only started trusting myself around 50-52. Okay, so it took me a long time to trust myself. So it does take a long time to trust ourselves. It's a thing we need to grow into as new ascending earth masters. So those say that I've got it, I've done it, it's behind me and I've done it. No, slow down. Slow the fuck down. We are, I don't want to use too many cliche words. We are the movement coming up and through more. It's no coincidence I'm bringing new platform through with humanity is what's happening in the outside world of my beautiful divine space. Hello, Marina. Good to see you here. And I'm being called to share more on my timeline. And I haven't before with other gatherings around and protests and what's happening in the world, because I'm focusing here on my light, my love, and my consciousness is what is contributing to what's happening out in the world. Our consciousness. There's an Awakening Australia video that I will ask if I'm to share publicly on the Blue Beyond Guide page. If not, I will email it to the BTE below the iceberg email updates by an exchange to the oraclespeaks@bigpond.com if you want further, deeper energy updates and any podcasts I do and a link of all these videos, because that needs to be to those that understand about the exchange of a beautiful special energy, of this energy extended in the below the iceberg email updates. I'm not hand feeding people anymore. I'm still providing a hell of a lot, and I've provided so much this year. But you've got to come and seek and find, and the way is here. You need to earn this energy. Yeah, good one, Trisha. How we speak, something will meet it somewhere. And now, yeah, if you say certain words, well, there you go. See. So the thing is, I want to add to that, Trisha. Someone else said to me, we got let known that if we were going to go do that, we would be getting into trouble, so to speak. And I'm just like, I want to say a blanket energy of you do what you're guided to do, whether you go somewhere or not. Go in love and peace and light, and you're going to be okay. There it is. The other thing. And if I get a on the hand, and I'm going to soon, in my state, on a certain day in September soon, big deal. This is worth everything for future generations and beyond. It's no big thing when you trust and get out of the fear. If you're guided to go, I'm going, and I haven't before, it was never my scene. Just go as guided for yourself. And if you're not to go and join, it's your consciousness in this Awakening Australia video, which I am going to email now, see if I'm able to with what it says. There's a couple of areas in that video that I've been speaking about, and an Aboriginal just says, our consciousness, they tried to take over and they've attacked us before. That's okay. He says our consciousness, we'll get through this again, and we are. It's our consciousness and the love and the light that's winning. You can do that from home. Let others go and do, enjoy, and join whatever they're meant to do, but be aware. If it doesn't feel okay, don't then. Please, there's different groups that are popping up that someone said, this one I went, yes, but that's got rabbit holes and darker energy, okay? It's just be careful of which ones. It needs to be clear, okay? All right, that's all I'm going to say. Hey, Diane. Thank you, Gisela. Thank you for resonating. So, another shift. Give yourself permission, over and over and over, and you will free yourself, is a message. Give yourself permission with everything that in the box, with beating yourself up with the stick that you may not realize. And if you don't realize you're doing that, you may be filling that role of someone else, because there's loops from childhood coming up at the moment. And I've had to tell 2-3 different souls masters recently of what was happening now. One was remaining in bed till late in the morning. There's a release, excuse me. They'd wake up a bit yuck for the day. What's the point? It's not, you know, is it worth it? This, that. And I get up and I said, okay, so go with it. Deliberately, consciously lay in bed till the middle of the day. Do it that way then. Own it. Be conscious of it. Give yourself permission. And then we spoke a bit more. I did a bit more healing. Then they said, I just got a vision of a child when my father used to wake us up, used to yell really, really loud and rah, 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 get out of bed. And I said, okay, so you're rebelling still? Big breakthrough. That was enough. That was enough for them to get their conscious power and empowerment back. Okay, if I want to lay in bed all day, I can. You'll get sick of it when you own it. Own it, own it, own it. So a couple of you said childhood, exactly, child, wonderful. Daniel, you're welcome, Daniel. So the key, yeah, good one, EJ. You remind me you can make a difference from anywhere I am. You've forgotten. Nah, that's everything. The I am, you forgot the I am, is what you just wrote there. You forgot your I am. You can't forget your I am. You can't forget your source, your link with the Creator, and that is number one. Number one. So it was very life-changing for this soul when I said give yourself permission, own it, and the loop back to childhood. It was really massive, bigger, more massiver than what I'm sharing now. It really was huge. I've got to keep going. Angel number 505 reminds you, although you're a spiritual being in the physical body, you must recognize, honor your humanness. Time to let go of the old, no longer positively serving you, and get ready for big changes to take place in your life. A positive attitude about the new entering your life. We are at the threshold. Step forward with confidence and enthusiasm and live your personal truths and values, knowing the angels fully support and encourage the changes and life choices you're making. Be true to who you really are. And that blends in beautifully when that was given to me. That's from Sacred Scribes, Joanne Walmsley, Angel Numbers in Australia. Blends in beautifully. Start before you're ready. And that's what I've done with all of these lives. I'm starting before I'm ready. I've committed to show up, and then it's growing into that showing up. And once I get here, I'm okay. And you're witnessing it live, and I'm verbally open saying, I think one of the other series, I said to you, oh, jeez, I didn't want to come on today. I didn't want to fucking be here. You know, who else is going to show up and say that? Keep going. Big shift. Processing again, feeling what Spirit's asking me to bring in. There's lots I'm looking at here. Okay, so it's been brought to my attention about the power of shut up and stop explaining yourself as your energy leaks out when you do. Be aware. That's another area that I share with people. About over-explaining. Your energy leaks, and what happens is the healing, you end up, or we can end up healing someone else's energies. So it keeps coming through about shut up, stop explaining yourself as much. Your energy is leaking when you do. Sit with that one for yourself. Talk and voice, then also shut up. The ego, the head that keeps talking, many are getting caught up in this, and I'm gently sharing. This is a time to learn to be silent. This is a time to say a bit and keep that energy in. It's leaking out. So that's very interesting, because we're needing to slow down in our spirit. Well, Nancy, own it. Do it deliberately, sweetheart. I was in bed in and out for 15 years with chronic fatigue fibromyalgia and was raising a child, and I couldn't do it, and I needed to help because I was so unwell. Okay, so it's the head very much that will keep us trapped. So own that you don't want to get out of your bed and go through your day, and really honor and nurture, and it will subside within 3 days if you use that method. We are needing, there's some golden codes and messages coming through here. I'm taking a moment to pause because this is too precious to just blah, 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 and I'm just going to slow it down because this is really precious coming up. We are needing to slow down in spirit, our spirit energy, a higher version of ourselves. The one that you travel places with, you speak to yourself in that space, you see your vision and recall memories, and that is your energy in spirit. There's another you in spirit. It's linked to your higher self. Just, that's all you need to know, nothing else. And breathe. There are 2 of you, 11, double masters. I don't want to go into this too deep because too many people get a bit confused and rattle and will ask so many questions, and I'm not to delve into that because I could spend the rest of another lifetime explaining. It's not about that. Just accept that for now. Breathe. We've been going so fucking fast. What has happened, masters, with what I'm seeing generally is you're ahead of yourself. We are ahead of ourselves. We need to remind ourselves consciously, in every way, manually, physically, palpably. This is the twist and difference now. Palpably. Remind yourself consciously in every way, manually, physically, palpably. Slow this down. You're going so fast. You're so fucking far ahead of yourself. And in spirit, that's what I'm saying. Breathe. It's all top heavy. Breathe to slow down, because the message is we are angels in human form, and angels don't need sleep or rest, do they? And so many have come in, inhabiting this human vessel. We're not able to operate in that way. One needs to learn how to handle one's energy. Because I live in service 24/7, taken me a quarter of a century to learn, especially the last 15 years, 10 years, 7 years, how to master that. And that's how I'm able to share with you all as a Grandmaster's energy. I've been through my training and I'm still learning at a Grandmaster's level. New stuff all the time for myself as well, right here with you all. Because recently I made a choice to stay here with you too. And I don't say that lightly. So because it's taken me a little while to accept that choice to remain here with you, I've had to overcome a lot of personal, older energy obstacles to remain here. To get a grip on my reality now, what's happened with all my older karmic connections with everybody close to me is a very big deal to handle it and go through. Remember, I'm you. The back of the skull in the middle, the well of dreams, is that what you're talking about, your causal chakra? Bless, Patricia. We are learning how to put, I'm asking Spirit, I can feel a wind up and I've got some more to share. So I'm just going to sit with. We are learning how to put a finite energy boundaries within infinite energies. These are new Alpha Omega 0000 energies that have just arrived nearly to the planet. You got it firstly with the stage of resonance. To bring this through firstly. For all else to catch up and follow from here. It's not about me fitting in with others of them. It's about them not even fitting in with me. It's not that, you know, I'm using it loosely when I say that. It's about, do others see where I'm coming from? Turn the tables around. Be the master. Step up to your mastership and own just how fucking precious and priceless and how fucking far ahead you are from others. And it's not a race. It's not about being further ahead. You know what I'm saying, what I'm getting at here. I want you to value yourself. You who doubt yourselves the most, stand my ground and I won't back down. Absolutely, Diane. And it's within oneself, the inner warrior of peace, the god, the goddess, with whatever else. This is generational. You're breaking through. You are at a huge momentous time you chose. You are a spiritual warrior, god and goddess that you chose. We're only just beginning. We're only just learning to come into the now moment in a very brand new fucking way. 5111. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for hanging in there. See, if I stop this into a half hour and then cater and then do another, it does not work with the energy flow for me. I've tried that before. It's not the same. It's not the same. We are all broken and we have isms that are perceived as weaknesses. And those isms and facets, I want you to be consciously aware and own them. Like, have you noticed I twitch? Has anybody noticed the twitching I do on the videos? Talk about being honest. Has anyone noticed my twitches? Has anyone watched my twitches? I have shared. I would love to use this as an example for myself. Talk about being even more raw and real for myself. Has anybody noticed my twitches? So it'll take a couple of minutes. I have shared before, I move a lot. It's the energies I need to. That's always been me. But like I said, I just want to know if anyone, does anyone, okay, you've noticed the twitches? Beautiful. Okay. Many years ago, I started getting twitches where, oh gosh, was I still in the military then? That's a long time ago. Anyway. And they wanted to put me on epileptic medication. And you could say this is a form of Tourette's as well, the twitching. And yes, it's linked with the vagus nerve. Yes, it's linked, and I take all the supplements. I'm way past anything that you may suggest to me to take for this, so please don't go there. Please know that I have a naturopath, holistic doctor. I have every treatment available. I even have the latest lasers in the world on my vagus nerve. So, and so it's not about all that, okay? It's the energies that I'm bringing through and transmuting. And it's okay. I'm not going to cover it up anymore. I stopped. Oh, hi, Rachel. Narelle Rich. Yeah, ex-military too. Bless, sister. And I refused to go on the epileptic drugs, and it was restless legs. It was many, 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 many things. We're talking a very, very long time. And I'm due to go and have another treatment with the laser, and it will settle that down with the vagus nerve and all of that sort of stuff. And it's what stopped me doing videos a long time ago, because I was so self-conscious about it. And on the radio talk show with Larry Locken, gosh, if you haven't listened to that radio talk show, well, I didn't know he was recording. Otherwise, I probably would never have recorded, because I'm also shy, I'm ambivalent, I'm also an introvert. And I've really struggled to be on here now with you all because of the energies. This is about as far as forward as I can push. I can't push anymore. You thought, what did you think it was my expectations? I'm not sure, Jennifer. Oh, high vibration coming in the bodies that causes twitching. Oh, sweetie, it's many things. It's a vagus nerve. It could be magnesium. That's what I was saying. It could be a deficiency of vitamins, zinc, deficiency in zinc, a deficiency with, and I'm just taking quadruple doses of the magnesium as far as that. So it's many, many different areas, honey. And so I can't say for you what that is. I'm just saying for me. Why is someone sharing Dr. Simbalo here? Diagnosed of herpes, wasn't satisfied. Why are you putting that here, darling? That's great, but you don't have to share about someone anyway. Whatever. Oh, bless Rachel. It's also, I did suffer from severe PTSD from the military with abuse and everything too. So it's a nervous system. It's a really, really complicated, deeper issue as well with my nervous system and neurology and all that sort of stuff. So, okay, I'm going to keep going now. I needed to share that with you all about the twitching. It's good fun, isn't it? I want to give you another golden key message. You ready? Ready? This is too good. So many of you came in with infinity energies and no personal energy boundaries. Sit with that. Some did, some didn't. Some were able to stand up for themselves when they were younger or get the shits inside, and others were totally open and no boundaries, and I was that one. So many of you are too, whereas others, oh no, I used to bloody speak up for myself when I was younger, and I bucked the system. I go, okay, I couldn't speak up for myself. I wasn't able to. So it means that we need to create new finite boundaries within infinite energy boundary. Finite boundary energies within infinite energies. And it's been really hard for us to establish these new finite boundaries within infinite, and we need it to cope and survive. our isms. Felt it, Trisha. Hi, John. I'm getting questions about the twitching, and that's why I said I can't go. I really can't answer all of those, darlings. Just stay with me here with these energies. Infinity with no boundaries resonates. Beautiful. So because we're broken, we have isms that were perceived as weaknesses. We need to realize that's our superpower. We're growing into supermaster energies, alpha and omega 0000. If you empathize with others, you can turn it around and use it for your benefit, not shut off from it. You need to inner talk to yourself clearer from an alpha and omega energy space and not go into rescuing others instantly. So many are empathizing instantly, going into rescue. That means there's something in you that you don't want to feel. This is new. Don't say you know. Please, this is new. The vision I was given is someone's going through a hard time, jumping into the water instantly. And if you do that instantly, take a life buoy and a rope with you to pull yourself halfway back when you realize you've done it with your consciousness. Be consciously aware of your isms and what you do and what your tendencies are. And work with them is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Putting a finite energy boundary within infinity energies. A superpower are our perceived weaknesses and our isms we need to consciously own within ourselves, surrender and hand over in prayer, because someone else supposedly came and died for us, and we are not to repeat this, as in self-sacrificing needs to cease. Sit with this newly as I'm sharing it, even if you say you realize this. Just feel this for humanity and the collective. This is the biggest breakthrough for the planet. The Christ consciousness, 1 hour, we've clocked over, here it is. The Christ consciousness sacrifice energy is the karmic energy that is ceasing. That just came through the other day. The Christ consciousness sacrifice energy is the karmic energy that is ceasing. That I am part of and for with humanity personally, and I'm verbally sharing this with you all as it comes through direct from source, God of the divine, as it starts and stops with you. You are the alpha and the omega. Hand it over. Others, hand it all over. You need to step up or shift into super master energies. It's like a prerequisite energetically to attain or reach. Hand everything over to the divine, above and below, soul and spirit of being truthful to yourself, of the truth shall set you free. You have graduated into supermaster energies, and it's the overload of one's inner self coming up and out in layers of graduating in spirit and soul. On the 24th of August at 3 p.m, I shared on the stage of resonance, we dropped into our bodies. That means an energy came in to drop in a new way. I came in and I went, holy fuck, everything's different, everything's changed, everything. And I'm like, I couldn't express it. And I did a 6-minute video for you all to go, oh my gosh, this came in, this was huge. And I'm looking, no one else was saying it, because I'm bringing it newly through. And I went, whoa, okay, this is one of those moments. Wake up, Stasia. You this time, you've got to share and say, fuck, this is what just happened. With your twin flame, Cherie, I'll say to all that say working with twin flame, focus on you, regardless of, focus on you let the twin flame go with your own inner twin flame. Bless, sister. Give yourself 3 days of resurrection energies. Slow down and breathe. More conscious and deliberate breathe to release. Give yourself mentally and consciously permission to take a breath. Allow yourself 3 days. I shared with someone, allow yourself the rest of the fucking year. I've been sharing with you. I'm pulling back. Different energies. There is no rush. You've got somewhere else more important to be than here for yourself. Give yourself permission. Gift yourself your very own internal freedom with all else going on. Be able to cope with what's going on outside. Take a breath and take your time in releasing. Do it in stages. Take time. It's in layers. These are massive. I'm going to go in a minute, so I'm going to say goodbye as I'm finishing off. Thank you, guys, girls. I don't want to go either. It's beautiful. Can you feel the new stream flowing? These are massive alpha and omega energies of 0000. If we are not loving, caring, and empathic with ourselves inside as well, really, it's at the core front crunch time, brick wall mirror of ourselves, masters. Even with your twin, you need to be within yourself. And I'm talking coming from being a divine twin flame for the planet humanity. Firstly, there's not many of us, so I do know what I'm talking about here. Don't go into rescuing others. If you're doing that, that's more of a soulmate twin energy resonance. It's about you. Feel it to heal it, but don't stay in the old loop or cycle. Take your power back from others. I'm going to finish off with Aquarius flower remedies of the petunia flower essence. Are you ready? Take the time. Thank you for being here. Breathe. Thanks, Matthew. I'm showing up. Thank you. Tap, tap, tap. Right masculine, left feminine. Tap in petunia flower essence. Please know I am open for one-on-one divine healings. It's on the website what the exchanges are. Petunia flower essence is an antidepressant, encouraging us to go within. Feel that, breathe, feel the peace, and face the blocks or denials that are at the root of our depression. It's just depressed energies. Release the pressure, okay? It also re-establishes proper psychological behavioral patterns, and especially good for hyperactivity, the aged and overly logical individual. Stay in your energy lane. Many still picking up on others and transmuting and not realize it's someone else's energy. I feel we had a karmic connection with that finishes now. If something doesn't feel quite right, trust that. Sit with it for a few days. It's always the 3 days. We are connecting the higher heart to the crown. I spoke of recently the solar plexus to the crown and then the base to the crown, triple trinity. Here's the third one. The crown to the higher heart. This is the connection. And I shared about in a past post more about this. Own your addictions and your broken bits to be able to surrender and heal. It's a powerful process that does really work. I've done it with 3 major addictions in my life. We are gathering. We're feeling deeply. We're brave them enough to be here transmuting. Feeling is the way in the light. Grace, compassion, and empathy for oneself firstly. Gentle, 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 starting with yourself. Heal thyself, masters. It begins with you here and now. The alpha and the omega 0000. Thank you for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you in 7 days. Until then, so much love and blessings and strength. We have so beyond got this with that consciousness within ourselves. You can do it right here and now. Love you. Please email me, the oraclespeaks@bigpond.com, if you want to be added to the below the iceberg list, which is for an exchange, so I can send, pardon me, the Awakening Australia video. Thank you. Love you. Bless, Masters. Bless.